Hello, it is I, Stephanie, with a little video. I don't know when I'll release this, but it is technically Sunday, May 21st, because I haven't been asleep yet, but it's just after midnight, so it's Monday, May 22nd. And you may ask yourself, what am I, as a mom of 3, being awake after midnight? Jackson, would you like to share with the audience why we're awake after midnight?
There's a mouse in the house.
What kind of mouse?
A red mouse.
A red mouse. So for the last 3 or so nights, I kept on hearing something. And at first I thought maybe it was outside. And then I would hear something like some papers moving around. So I finally had my husband look to where I thought I was hearing a rodent. And there's no papers chewed, no signs of mice. Okay. And then my husband cleaned up the kitchen today, did the dishes, and me and I'm on the bed. My husband climbs on the bed. My daughter is on a futon couch on a slide out directly across from the kitchen sink. She looks over, and first I hear her going like that sound. I'm like, what? I'm like, did you find a spider in your bed? Because I saw a spider in my bed the night before. She's like, there's a mouse. I'm like, what? And I look, and I see the mouse, and it's like a little mouse. And I've been telling my daughter, so my oldest daughter, she's been out of the RV for the last few years. She comes back and she's been sneaking sugar packets from the lodge and then hiding them and then putting empty sugar packets underneath the bed. Or she got into old Easter candy and M&M wrappers underneath the bed and piles of Q-tips underneath the bed, paper underneath the bed. And me and him have to keep him cleaning out from underneath the bed every couple of days. We kept on telling her, you're going to invite rodents in the house. You're going to invite rodents in the house. We've been living on the road for almost 5 years. We've never had mice problems at all whatsoever. And, there's been times where I've let food sit out for a few days or didn't get to it right away. We've been fine. I am highly phobic of mice. I would rather...
Swim in a bathtub full of tarantulas?
Maybe not that extreme, but I have an intense fear of mice. And I told my husband, I'm not going to sleep until you find that mice and make sure it is gone. So yeah. We've looked through the bathroom, we found it, and then we found it again, and then it went, and we've been corralling it, and we went through all the dirty clothes, went underneath the couch, underneath the kitchen sink. There's no way to get there. Looked underneath the bunk bed. The front door's been open, so hopefully it would go out if we saw we could corral it out. We're out of propane because the door's been open for a couple hours. I'm I cannot go to sleep with that mouse still in the house, or if you definitely can't find it. We had a space heater I've been using for a while, and I tried plugging it in the other day because up here in Colorado it's kind of cold at night, and it was flickering on and off and had this weird smell. And now we plugged it in and it's flickering on and off. My husband says it's because it's an error, there's an error in it. So I'm thinking, well, maybe the mouse chewed on the wire or something. Luckily, our heater vents are the kind that have dirt traps underneath, so there's nowhere for it to go. I'm just beyond pissed off because almost 5 years, no mice or rodents whatsoever. And my daughter's here for less than a month. And because of her not very good housekeeping ways, we have a mouse. Okay, so my daughter, who is deathly afraid of tiny gnats that fly by at night at the river, mosquitoes, moths, what else? What other flying things is Ileana?
Butterflies.
She was afraid of butterflies for a while. She's better about that now. Ladybugs, all those flying things, she's screaming at the top of her lungs, terrified. And she's hanging out on the bottom of her bed, oh, I saw it, Mom. Totally chill as a cucumber. I'm what is wrong with you, and why are you so calm? Huh?
A cucumber?
She's just chilling out like a cucumber. It's just an expression. Totally calm, cool, collected, like not panicking, not crying. I'm over here about ready to like hyperventilate and die. My heart rate's up to like 130 beats a minute. It is insane how she's like, oh, I'm fine, Mom, we're good. I'm just gonna stand here and like, I don't know, press it. 125. I'm gonna sit here and like stare at the floor and make sure I see it and tell you guys. I'm like, why are you so calm? Panic with me. Hannah, my daughter, like she totally hyperventilated panicked, and I'm like, it's your fault. So I'm staying on this bed. I only left the RV because I almost was gonna pee in my pants and he had to go pee. So I'm like, I'm not going to the bathroom in case it's in there. No way. Right, Jack?
Right.
So he got on his sandals, I got on my shoes and quickly went outside. There's one of the lodges here at Blue Mesa, Thousand Trails in Colorado is open 24 hours. So we're in here right now. It's by the laundry room and showers and stuff. I'm gonna walk back down, check in with my husband and see how it's going. He still hasn't found it. We're walking back up here. I'm not going back in that house until that mouse is found. Okay, Jackson? Not doing it. I might even just sleep in the truck outside. I don't even care if I get in trouble for it. I'm like, I've had mice 2 other times in my life, and that not my fault either. It was both with their biological dad. I was one house. He decided like I'm gonna prepare for the apocalypse and buy these giant fat like 20-pound bags of rice and black beans, and he stored them outside in the garage on the floor. So he's literally feeding a army of mice. So that was at one place. And they got in through some pipes to the washing machine. And then like my husband kept them at that time, my husband right now, my ex-husband, kept on like putting like newspapers in the fireplace, but never burning them. So it was like a nest for mice. He got done catching the mice and then throw them outside. Catch the mice, throw them outside. I was done with that. So then I was like, you need to trap them and kill them. This is ridiculous. We have babies that crawl over the floor. I can't do this. And so then he started trapping them, and like in a week, there was like 12 mice, and one of them was pregnant with babies in the trap that got killed. Then we moved a few blocks away. So the same thing happened in the next house with food outside and didn't store properly. So I'm like, you need to learn your lesson. I'm seriously considering getting a cat again because we had a cat for a while, and then it just wasn't working out with the cat box. But I'm literally willing to yell at the kids to change the cat box every day, twice a day, just to have a cat in the house to make sure this doesn't happen again or help not happen again. And my daughter will be cleaning out from underneath their bed every day as a chore. Get up, have a shower, get dressed, have breakfast. Now clean out from underneath your bed every day because this is ridiculous. I hate mice. Hate them. So we have a Keystone hideout, and we have a door that has like the flat screen TV thing and then the fireplace underneath. We swung that open, and so there's like shelf pantries, and then there's a flat spot, and the flat spot paneling was popped open a little bit, so we think that's how the mouse got in from outside. I mean, we're hearing it in our bedroom, but there was no signs of mice. Like we couldn't find like mouse droppings or torn up like paper or anything like that. So
Hey, Mama, remember that fizzy stick thing that had a little hole in it?
yeah, we had a digestion tube of digestion stuff I got from RVing, and it was underneath Hannah's bed too, and had chewed a hole in it. And yeah, so I mean, I'm just mad. There's a mouse. So mad. I will finish this little video when I know it's not going to happen again. If we can't find a mice, we are packing up super early. Going to drive down to Walmart, wait for it to open at 6 a.m., get like 4 mouse traps and put them one behind the big TV area, one in the bathroom, one underneath the bed where Hannah's been storing stuff, and then one in our room underneath the cabinet where I think I heard it. And then we're just gonna drive all day and check it continuously. I despise. I don't even think I can like properly form how
I'm
much.
crying.
I'm gonna cry again. Yes, how much I hate mice. Like, our house is not filthy. We just have someone that thinks that they can just hide their. Like the other day, we're in the lodge and it's like a wine and cheese presentation about like the different levels of membership for Thousand Trails. And my daughter is like taking sugar packets and mixing them with water because I took her sugar packets that I found. And the only reason I've been finding these wrappers underneath her bed is because sometimes she'll pee to bed, and so like I check her bed, and she's been in the habit of like taking things, stealing things, so I'm like make sure she doesn't have anything. And then I accidentally lifted up the edge of her futon and I saw wrappers underneath there. I'm like, Jackson, I hate mice. Horribly.
It's such a nip I'm trying to say.
I don't care. I hate mice. The kids, this would be good content for the channel, for Instagram. I'm not putting it on Instagram. I might say, hey, we had a mouse. Tell your kids not to store candy wrappers underneath their fucking bed. Tell kids not to hide candy wrappers underneath your bed. And then, okay, we're gonna walk down the hill, check in, and maybe we'll get back up here. I'm not going to sleep till the mouse is found.
We do.
Nope. So we left Blue Mesa Thousand Trails in Colorado today early, and I was asking other people what routes they took. This guy's like, yeah, just take this route. It's the scenic byway. It's all downhill through a canyon because I wanted to avoid the 11,000 foot Monarch Pass. Well, we ended up climbing to 11,000 feet anyway. So, but now we've just crossed the Continental Divide. So now it's more downhill. Just how's your truck behaving?
Smooth.
Smooth? Okay. Alright. We're traveling a little bit further. We're going to stop in Alamosa at a Walmart there. If we see gas before then, we might get it, but I don't know. What do you think, Jess? Do you think we'll be good until Alamosa for another 200 miles?
Yeah, the chances are pretty good.
Okay. What if we see a spot? You're going to stop?
Yeah, as long as it's decent.
Yeah, decent. We're looking forward to getting to Trinidad and then afterwards because, like, right before or after Trinidad, there's a Love's truck stop, and their diesel is like $3 a gallon. We haven't had that at a truck stop in months, so that'll be exciting. Our next stop at when we stop at a Walmart, I'm gonna look in the Mouse Bay area and see what we should do. Should we get the spring trap? Should we get decon? Should we get like a sticky mouse pad trap? I don't know. We'll see what it is, what we have to choose from, and how much it is. One thing I hate about these roads that have all these cracks in them, it makes it sound like there's a flat tire. Hey, you ever notice that? Yeah. I'm much more calm than I was last night. I'm still not pleased about the mouse. My friend Chelsea from Oregon, who came from Arizona, went to Oregon, and went to Texas, and I saw her again in Texas. She commented on my Instagram story about the mouse fiasco. Switch back to Jess, look. She said she would burn it all down to the ground and start over. I'm tempted. It was a like Colorado field mouse, and I'm pretty sure I know where it got in at, so we can like seal that up. I still feel slightly better. It was like a field mouse rather than a common rodent mouse, just because we're in the middle of the mountains anyway, so of course there's going to be mice around. Doesn't mean that I slept very well last night. Nope. Still, it amazes me that I'm afraid of everything that flies and insects. I was like, whatever, Mom, it's just a mouse, we're good. Jackson and me were like, nope, peace out. We're going to stay up in the lodge away from here. You guys hunt down the mouse. Goodbye. We were fully ready to take a nap in the seat, in the chairs up there. adventure is we're stopping at Super Walmart in Trinidad, Colorado. Take an oil change done. We may stay here tonight or may drive a little bit further. We shall see.
We're in New Mexico. 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 Dad, where do you think we are?
All right, so this is my conclusion to the mouse disaster of 2023. We got all the way to Bridgeport, Texas, and we had some spring traps, and they had got set off while we were driving down the road, which we kind of figured they would. Then we got some glue trap ones somewhere yesterday, and we set them out. We set one out behind the pantry door that swings out, and then we set 3 sticky traps around a peanut butter trap. At some point last night, we had the AC running off and on, like it's supposed to, but then we hear this sound, and it's definitely a sound of like something hitting and trying to escape something. So it went on for like 30 minutes. So then this morning, after we went and got some very late breakfast, early lunch from Taco Bell, we came back. Husband came inside to check behind the pantry door, and there was a little mouse, stuck to the glue pad. But like its butt area wasn't stuck to the glue pad, so it like pooped all over itself. Husband got rid of it. He wanted me to see it. I backed way far away. I want nothing to do with the mouse. I don't want to hold the thing that the mouse is on. Nothing. Okay, so he threw it away. And then went inside and swept it all up and wiped stuff up. And we put more mouse sticky pad stuff over by it, just in case there's more than one. And then my husband went outside and got we got some Flex Seal tape, like Gorilla brand Flex Seal tape. And my husband, where a while back we had a tire blowout, it had torn some of the black fabric out from underneath. He taped that up. Our next plan is we're going to wait a few more days, make sure there's no more mice in the house, and then once we know about that, then we're going to do a bug bomb in the house. It's really warm here. The one thing I miss about not being here all year long is that I'm not here with the cool weather and then gradually warming up. It is close to 80 today. I was drenched in sweat by the time I was done setting up the trailer, and all that to say is we found the mouse. What, did you see the mouse, Jackson?
Yeah, it was tiny.
It was tiny? How tiny?
Tiny.
Show me.
No.
Yeah? Was it still alive?
Yeah.
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 Did you touch it?
No.
Did you touch the thing it was on?
No.
Good. We don't touch the mice. So that is my very unfiltered reaction to mice in the house. Still annoyed about it, but at least it's done and taken care of, and we're in the process of eliminating them. And my next plan of action is to also get a cat, either to borrow a cat from the neighborhood or get a cat permanently. We'll see. If you made it all the way in, thanks for watching. If you ever get mouse in the RV, check for holes. And I would suggest the sticky traps as opposed to the snap traps, because we had the snap traps and the mice came out and like licked the peanut butter clean without snapping the trap. But we're here at this location for the next 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to chilling out, and I guess I will catch you all in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. Jackson, got any parting words?
Yeah, have a good day.
You're funny.